Hi everyone, welcome to Vivian Light Codes. My name is Vivian and I'm here today to bring a video about the lessons that have been coming up in the past week. I feel like there's been a lot of triggers and opportunities for us to grow. I do also want to mention that the latter half of the video will include a light language transmission to help you step into your authenticity more, as I feel like the time is requiring us to do that now. The first thing I do want to talk about, which has been mentioned a little bit before in my previous video, is about feeling inferior. And it has been an interesting experience for me in the last week because, there are times and situations and where it comes to us and it helps us to see where we are lacking in the awareness of who we are, the lacking of awareness in our power. And so I was brought into a situation in the past week where I was in a group with powerful people. I remember looking at this one group and there were a lot of people that I really admired and that I feel were experts in their fields. And I was hesitant to join that group because part of me was thinking that I was inferior to them and that I didn't know enough. Maybe I might be judged, or in those moments, I thought, what do I have to bring to the table? What do I have to offer these people who I viewed as higher than me, who has more talent and more skills than me, who has more knowledge and more wisdom than me? And when I thought like that, I could feel my energy being very constricted, almost like I couldn't breathe, and I almost fell into this mental loop of negative and toxic judgment of myself. So it's important, like when you're thinking that way, to catch yourself quickly and to come to the awareness of the thoughts and feelings that you're projecting onto yourself and saying to yourself and perpetuating these negative thought loops. I think that lasted for like a minute, and I was just like, you know what, like this is an opportunity to grow, like let's just do it. Like, I mean, there's really nothing bad that could happen in this group. So I joined that group and I felt like my higher self, or the awareness of who I am, really came through, because there was a part of me that came forward and really felt like I belonged in this group of powerful people. And there was a knowing that no one is better than me and that I'm not less than anyone. And what I really want to say is, you may admire people and you may be put in group situations where it's going to challenge you to look at how you view yourself and how you think about yourself and how you feel about yourself. That's really important. And it's giving you the chance to look at those beliefs and feelings and thoughts. And we get to change in that moment. I feel like these opportunities are coming to us because we are ready for it. They could also come to help us prepare for making that change. But I feel like at this point, and for those who are watching this, we are stepping into that time and stage where we are ready to accept who we are, accepting our power, viewing ourselves with more empowerment instead of demeaning ourselves and thinking that we are less. It's that time where we're stepping up. And I do want to say there's nothing wrong with loving or admiring another being. But what I'm saying is, it can be detrimental to your mental and emotional health when you start to put people and other beings on pedestals, which makes you feel like you're lacking something that they have. You're creating like an imbalance when you're putting someone or something on a pedestal. And just realize that every being and every person has their own unique vibration, frequency. They bring different gifts and energies to the world, and you are unique. Don't expect to be completely like another. Diversity is what creates the whole. There's so much to enjoy in every being and every experience. Maybe what you admire and love in another being or person is the quality. I would recommend that you take a look at what you love or admire about whoever you're putting on a pedestal, because those are the things that maybe you need to work on. Maybe those things are the things you need to remember about yourselves. If you're admiring someone for using their voice and being so confident and being able to lead other people, maybe that's what you want. Maybe that's what you feel like you're missing. But when you're seeing it on other people and you admire it from them, what I've come to really believe is you have those qualities within you too. And it's only a matter of remembering. If you don't like the word remembering, then you can say that these are the qualities that you want to develop within yourselves. And what's interesting is, when there are certain things that you really believe about yourself, no one can change your mind about it. Like if you really believe that you're skinny and somebody calls you fat, you're 100% not going to believe that you're fat. And that's something that you know about yourself. That's what I'm saying. When you know something about yourself, no one and nothing can change your mind and sway you otherwise. And this is something that can be cultivated in all aspects of your life. And that way you don't give your power away to others, but rather you reclaim your power. You take back what you know about yourself and that you are not lacking anything. And that's what self-acceptance and self-love is. You accept yourself where you are and you can develop the gifts and abilities that you admire in others. You can fully be yourself and never allow another being or person to take that away from you. Or you allow that fully within yourself so you don't give that away to somebody else. You become a fully aligned version of yourself. And as you begin to accept yourself and you build more confidence in who you are, you might want to start sharing your gifts and abilities and your wisdom to the world, to others. And even that might just look like the people in your daily life, or you might feel the call to do it on a bigger scale, like maybe starting a YouTube channel or, putting it on social media to reach a bigger audience. Every step and every journey, it's gonna present to you different beliefs and feelings that you have about yourself. And an example that I can give to you regarding this is, as you know, I just recently started my YouTube channel and started posting on Instagram about my light language and what I want to share with the world. And I came into work this week and one of my colleagues, she was talking to my friend who also works with me, and she started talking about my light language. She was kind of like joking about like the hand signs that I would do and post. And I got very self-conscious and I could feel my nervous system was on edge. Like the fear of being seen was triggered within me. I got embarrassed and shy and timid and self-conscious. And I realized that it was an opportunity for me to choose how I want to feel and choose who I want to be. Do I make a decision based on being self-conscious, being fearful? Or do I want to make the decision based on love and expansion? Do I want to keep hiding who I truly am because I'm scared of other people judging me and not resonating with what I do? And it can be really hard, when you have to step out of your comfort zone, when you're learning to be brave, when you're learning that it's okay to be seen. You can ask yourself, do I accept myself? Do I feel like what I bring is of assistance? And does it bring expansion for myself and other people? Even if others might not understand it, maybe not everyone will resonate, but I guarantee that you have people in your life who have told you that you've made a difference in their life, that you've made them feel better. And just by being you, they feel safe. So the question is, do you want to still be yourself, knowing that there's a risk of being judged and rejected? I am no longer going to hide and put on a mask to try and satisfy and please everybody else. And the people who reject you and don't resonate with you, bring yourself to a neutral state of mind that it's okay. Like, not everybody's gonna like you. And likewise, you're not gonna like everyone else, and that's okay. But the people who really love you and resonate with you will be attracted to you. But if you always hide and you're always in fear, putting on a mask, how will the people really see you for who you are? How will they find you? Unless you take off your mask, unless you step into the light, how else will you be seen? And it can be scary. And this topic is very emotional for many of us who want to bring our gifts to the world and who are starting to love ourselves again and finding the courage to accept ourselves in a world, in a place where many times we're not appreciated and loved for who we are. Rather, we are loved and accepted when we are like everyone else. So it does take a lot of belief in yourself, believe in the vision, believe in your future, believe in your goals and your purpose, or to step out of the programming. And the next thing that has come to me this week is all about boundaries. Again, this was at my work where I had a situation where a coworker or colleague had came up to me and started throwing a temper tantrum at me and being very rude. It really triggered me. I'm usually the type of person who tries to keep the peace, who tries to calm myself down. I don't want to overstep anyone, and I don't want to say anything that might trigger a reaction in other people. So even if it does compromise my comfort and my boundaries, I'd rather just not say anything, escalate the situation. But I found that when I don't say anything, it naturally escalates itself, because the more that I'm taking, the more other people will think it's okay to disrespect me or to speak to me in a manner that doesn't make me feel good. I brought these people together and I communicate with them. I do not want to be treated this way or spoken to in this manner ever again. And it's funny to see the energy that they had communicated with me with before versus after I communicated with them my boundaries. It went from anger, chaos, and rage all the way down to being more conscious. And I think it's a gift that you get to bring to other people when you become more conscious of what's going on around you and you begin to set the boundaries that you're not okay with. You bring the gifts of consciousness to these people because they may have been operating in this way for many, many years, many decades. These feelings, these behaviors, these reactions, how they speak, they probably have been operating and functioning this way for a very long time. And once there's somebody who snaps them out of it and puts a pause on it, they get to be more conscious and be aware of their feelings and how they've been behaving. And that gives them an opportunity to change. And even if they decide to do that with other people and things, that's up to them. And that's going to be up to the other people and things to put in their boundaries of these, if these people continue to behave this way. But at least with you, they know that you're no longer allowing to be treated or spoken to in this way. This happens when you have more self-love. This happens when you value yourself more. Because when you continue to perpetuate these cycles by allowing them to happen, and by allowing it means not speaking up, maybe in an unconscious way, but now that we're talking about this, you are conscious of it and you can look at the different aspects and areas of your life. There's more drama and chaos when you continue to let there be drama and chaos, but it stops when you step on the brake. And how do you cultivate more self-love and self-value? A simple question you can ask yourself in any and every situation and circumstances: how does this make me feel? Is this the truth of who I am? Do I resonate with this? So for example, if your friend says, hey, let's go to the bar and grab a drink tonight, and you really don't feel like going to the bar and grabbing a drink, you can fully express yourself and how you feel to your friend and say, you don't feel like going. That's a way of honoring yourself. That's a way of loving yourself. That's a way of valuing yourself. Because if you chose to go even when you don't feel like it, you just please another person instead of pleasing yourself. And there's nothing wrong with loving yourself, pleasing yourself, and putting yourself first. Guys, this is how you manifest. If you continue to put other people first, you're not manifesting the life that you want. You're manifesting a life that they want. So to manifest a life that is in alignment with your truth and yourself, you need to start putting yourself first. And responsibility is connected to everything that we've talked about. Most empaths don't want to have to stand up and speak for themselves. We rather avoid conflicts and drama and confrontation. When you take responsibility and be your own leader, such as setting boundaries when you're not being treated well, or saying no to something that doesn't feel aligned with you, or making a conscious decision of showing up as your true self regardless of rejection and abandonment, that is called taking responsibility. How long are you willing to wait for someone else to take responsibility for their own thoughts and actions and feelings and behaviors? And there is a chance that in this life they may never change. And are you willing to risk that? The change can start now when you take responsibility. We know that's not easy, but it's necessary. We don't have to do all of these things at once, but it's important to take small daily steps to cultivate our self-love, our self-acceptance, and our self-value. And I want to commend those who are watching this video, because I know that this message will get to the right people who are going through these stages of their life right now. And it is not easy and it takes a lot of courage. I know, because I'm on it too. But I want to say that I'm proud of you for how far you've come. And I'm excited for many more blessings and expansion to come your way as you continue to love yourself. And with that, I do want to come into the light language transmission now about authenticity, being your true self. So when you're ready, you can close your eyes, tune into your body, your heart, take a couple deep breaths. And if you are willing, have the intention of opening up all of your dimensions to receive this light language transmission that is of light and love and expansion. Hiyatayu. Hiandaya takarata shikiandaya atuaya takira tasia. Hiyato yoko ayatoka ayoko ayashiandaya takira 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 takira. Iandaya shiandaya atua. Hiandaya shuaya takira tasiandaya a. Hiandaya shuandaya atuaya aya atu. Yandaya tashi yandaya akuya akuya akuya. Hiu. Hiu. Yandaya karata ashiandaya a. Hiandaya shia takaya atuku ayandaya atira tasiandaya takaya 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 takaya. Hiandaya shuandaya atuku ayatakira takira 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 ayatakaya takaya takaya. Iataya shuandaya atuku ayataya shiandaya ka ayako ayu. Hiataya ko ayashiandaya tira tasia. Hiandaya shirandaya 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 atira tira tira tira. Hiu. The guides are helping to change your perception of who you are. Hiandaya karatasia taya shukua yakira tasia. Seeing yourself as more powerful than you thought to believe, than you thought to be. Huaya shiandaya atkira. Iya tayukuaya tokuayo 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 tokuayo. They're taking a look at some of the old belief systems about yourself. Hiataya shikiandaya atkira takira takira. Iya tayira shikiandaya atua. Hiandaya shiandaya ay rayu. Hiandaya tayo toa. Hiandaya tokoa yoshua. Hiandaya tukua yutukua yutukua yutukua. Hiandaya taya. Hiandaya yataya taya. Hiandaya taya tu. Huaya shiandaya tkira. Iatayu kuwa yutukua 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 yutukua. Iandaya shiandaya tira 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 tira. Working on your lower chakras. Tuaya takaya. Hiandaya shiandaya tukua. Iandaya tukua yutukua yutukua. They're working with the thoughts and beliefs that have to do with your survival. Huaya shiandaya takaya. Iandaya tukua yutukua yutukua yutukua. And they're saying we're no longer in that time where we have to worry too much about that. Iandaya tukua yoshuaya. Instead, we're at a time now that is important for us to think about our truth. Huaya shiandaya takaya takaya takaya. Iatayu tukua yoshkua yoshkua yatakurata atukua. Iandaya tukua yutukua 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 yutukua. When we reveal to ourselves, when we allow ourselves to be our true selves, everything in our external world also gets to be revealed. All the big, hidden, dirty secrets, they get to come up too. Hiandaya shiandaya atua. Iatayo tokua yoshukua yoshukua yoshukua. Iandaya tayo toa yotokoa yotokoa yotokoa. Iata shiandaya atua. Hiandaya ashua yotokoa yotokoa. Iandaya tua yotokoa yotokoa. Iandaya takaya tokoa 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 tokoa. And the spirit guides also want you to know that they're always with you, and even if you don't fully communicate with them or feel or see them right now, it's okay. There is a time of calibration for you right now, and you will be able to commune with them more clearly as time goes on and as you learn the lessons about stepping into your power, specifically for the people watching this video. Huaya shia tayo tokoa yo tokoa yo tokoa. Ia tayo tokoa yoshua yoshu 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 yoshu. Ia tayo andaya atira tasi andaya ataya a. Hianda yoshua yuai. Iandaya taka yoshua yotokoa. Hiatai randa siki andaya atokoa. Hianda yoshua 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 yoshua. Iandaya takara tasiandaya atir 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 atir. Irata shiandaya takaya 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 takaya. And they're talking about how tapping into your parallel or past lives may bring you certain gifts and energies and frequencies and abilities and awareness that may be of assistance to you in this life, which can help you to reclaim your powers and abilities more. Wayashiandaya atikira. Iandayo toayo tokoa shuandaya atikira. Iandayo tokoa yoshukua yoshukua yoshukua. Hiandayo shukua yoshukua yoshukua yoshukua. And they want me to let you know about a service that I offer, which is about soul integration, where we integrate certain soul aspects from other parallel lives or past lives that will assist you in this lifetime. Hiandaya shikiandaya tukua, iandaya tukua, yutukua, 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 yutukua. And here they want me to speak my truth about how I was hesitant to share with you my service. But they said there are certain people that need, or that I have contracts with, to assist. As I'm stepping more into my power, I can assist others in stepping into their power as well. And of course, this is not mandatory, and feel no pressure that even if you choose not to take me up on the offer of my service, it's okay. But they're saying the time will come when you will be ready. Hiandaya shikirata shikirata shikirata. Ianda yotokoa 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 yotokoa. Ianda yotokoa yoshuandaya tashiandaya a. Ianda yotokoa 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 yotokoa. They just wanted me to put that out into the field, that it is available for you if you want extra support. Hiandaya shikirandaya shiratasiya. Hiandaya yotokoa 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 yotokoa. And there are certain people who will not be ready or are not in alignment with this offering. And that is up to them, for them to use their discernment. Shuandaya tekira. For whether they are ready or not ready, and whether it resonates with them or not. This is a practice of using your discernment. Hiandaya shirandaya shiranda shiranda shiranda. And you will take these skills to your daily life and to continue to cultivate and build it. Hiandaya takarata ashua. Hiu. Iandaya takua yotukua 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 yotukua. Iandaya shirata sikia tekira tekira. Hiandaya shiranda 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 atira tayara ira Hiandaya taya. Hiandaya shia. They're saying it's time to change the perspective you have about yourself. Hiandaya taya shia. Iandaya tukua. Ira tasiandaya tira 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 tira. Iandaya tua. Iandaya tira. Iandaya uaya shia. Hiaya shikuaya ta. Iandaya tekira tekira tekira. Iandaya tokoaya shuandaya 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 shuandaya. They're helping you to have more awareness that you can tap into the state of neutrality in emotionally charged situations. Huandaya tashirandaya atukua. And listen to your inner voice and wisdom and guidance on how to navigate these situations in the moment. Huaya takaya 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 takaya. Release the notion of needing to be right. Huaya tashirandaya atukua yotukua yotukua. And they're talking about not having meaningless arguments and trying to be right and overpower others and trying to prove your point to those who don't listen or who will not be affected by it. Hyandaya tashirandaya shirandaya shirandaya. Come into a place of more ease. Hyandaya shua and alignment. Huaya tashirandaya a. Iandaya tukua yotukua yotukua. Even if you don't quote unquote win the argument, your energy and your frequency will ripple out and still affect them. Iandaya tarayashiandaya. And you still leave your mark. Iandaya tukuaya 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 on that situation. Hiandayo tua yoshikua 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 irandaya ata. Hiandayo tukua yoshiandaya atira 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 atira. Hiandaya ashirandaya 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 ashirandaya. Helping to anchor more awareness and consciousness into your field. Huaya shiandaya yataka ataki 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 atakia. Huaya shikua 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 shikua. They're working with the solar plexus area a lot, and I'm feeling that this is going to bring up situations in your life where there will be opportunities to express your truth and reclaim your power, taking responsibility again for how you feel, what you think, and setting the boundaries. Huaya takaya shikiandaya atu. Hiatayu kurandaya atirata siki atuku a. Hiandaya atukua yutukua 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 yutukua. Iandaya tukua. Hiandaya takashika andaya atua. I'm getting that it's going to be coming. You're going to be acting and responding from a place of love towards yourself and towards others more instead of coming from fear. Hiandaya atira tasia. Hioaya shkiandaya atira tira 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 tira. Iandaya a shiandaya a taya 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 taya. Opening up your vision for it to be bigger. Hiandaya shkaaya. So you're not like completely sucked into the moment of situations. Hiuratayukua. Iandaya atikira tasia andaya a. Huaya shuaya tekira 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 tekira. Activating more of your inner wisdom. Hiandaya takaya takaya takaya. Bringing more of your awareness to the inner master. Hiandaya atashia. Ira tasikiandaya takesikiandaya atatasikiandaya atisikiandaya ah. Hiandaya shiandaya ah. Iandaya takira tashiandaya tishi atakira. I'm smiling because they're showing me that like now you're going to step into more of your power. You're going to be aware of the power that you've always had and that will continue to grow and be cultivated. Huaya tashiandaya. Iandaya takira tasiandaya a. Hiwa shira tahatakia takia takia takia. Iandaya yotukua 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 yotukua. Hiandaya tashirandaya takira takira takira. Again, they just want you to know that they are always with you. Iandaya yotukua yotukua yotukua. And you can always call on them and ask them to help you in a greater capacity. Huataya shiandaya atir. Hiandaya atikira atikira atikira. Hiandaya toa yoshukua. Hiwatayo tokoa yotokoa 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 yotoko. Iandaya tikira tesiandaya atua. Hiandaya shuwatai kurandaya tikira 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 tikira. Iandaya tokoa yoshokoa yoshokoa yoshokoa. Hiaka atkia. Iandaya atua andaya tashia. Hiandaya yotokoa 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 yotokoa. Iandaya tashia. Iandaya atashua. Ayanda akaya atua, huandaya atakua. They're helping you to remember more of who you are. Huandaya atira tasianda tasiandaya a. Hiandaya shuaya shuaya shuaya. And they're saying you are the one who has to make the decision for everything, every aspect of your life. Indaya tashiandaya atira tasikianda. Otherwise, life will make the decision for you. Huandaya tukua yutukua yutukua yutukua. Indaya tashiaya takaya takayo tukua. Now is a good time to step into your power. Huandaya tashiandaya atukua. There is no better time than right now. Hiandaya takaya takira takira takira. Hiandaya takayo shkuaya tira tasiandaya atira tira 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 tira. Hiandaya tashuaya a. Hiandaya shuaya a. And interestingly, they're saying a way to also help remember your authenticity and cultivate it more is to express your creativity in whatever way resonates with you. Yandaya tukuaya, through art or dancing. Uandaya tukua, singing. Yandaya tukua, even playing and just having fun in nature. Yandaya takaya tukua, yatakira, takira, 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 takira. Huaya shiandaya. The spirit of the lands, of the trees, they will all come out to play with you, whether you are conscious of it or not, and they will help you to feel more creative. Hiandaya takaya takaya. And why is this important? Because when you're expressing your creativity, it is also expressing an aspect of your authenticity. Ayukoaya takira tasianda. And when you're enjoying what you're doing and creating and expressing, you become more confident in what you do bring to the table and who you are as a being. Hiandaya taka shiandaya atira. Iandaya kuaya shua taka atukua. Hiandaya shikirandaya shikirandaya shikirandaya. And now they're putting up a shield to almost deflect the negative, heavy energies that are coming to pull you down. Hiandaya takaya shikiandaya atakua. Hiandaya shukua, 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 shukua. And while doing this, they're activating more heart power. Hiandaya takaya shikianda, shikianda, shikianda. To a point later where you're able to just deflect all of these by being yourself. Hiandaya takaya, 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 takaya. Iandaya shkuaya, takira, 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 takira. Hiatayo shuaya, atuayu, tukuayu, tukuayu, tukua. Hiandaya atua. Strengthening your energetic field around you. Huayata shiandaya a. Hiandaya tukuayu, tukua. With your authentic power. Iandaya tukua. And they're bringing more of your life force, authentic life force and expression through right now into your energy field and expanding it. Hiandaya tukua, yutukua, 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 yandaka a. Hiandaya shiandaya a. Hiandaya tukua, yutukua, yutukua, yutukua. And they're helping you to speak your truth with more ease and less tension and burden. Iandaya takayo tukua yata. Iandaya takua. Remember your truth and divinity. Huaya takua. And that you are all that you've been searching for, all that you've been seeking for. Hiandaya takayo tukua. Iatayo kuwa yotukua yotukua. Iandaya tukua. Iandaya tukua. Know yourself. Know who you are. Iandaya takaya takaya takaya. Hiata Yoshua. Iandaya takira. Iandaya takira. And they leave you with much blessings and love. Thank you to Spirit who came through and assist in this message and transmission. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to all who has watched the video to the very end. I know this one is longer than the others, but there was a lot that needed to come through, and I love you so much. Thank you. If you feel that you want to work together, please follow my Instagram, which will be in the description, and you can send me a message, or I will also leave my email if you want to connect as well. And if you like the video and the information that came through today, please like and subscribe and be ready for more in the future, whether it's this week or next week. Thank you so much.